Stevie Fast Jackson, YouTube Q&A. Stevie Dustin, good first name, man. What do you think the bottom line fastest a radial tire can go? I get this question a lot. A lot of it, nearly all of it, depends on how advanced and well prepared the racetrack is. Suspension setup, torque converters, power management has all come leaps and bounds in the past 2 to 5 years. We're all still limited to the track prep. I think that it's no problem a radial tire going 340s, probably faster. You got to remember, we're running 350s and 60s now, still with rules on. So, like my car at Sweet 16 with the screw blower had 400 and something pounds of lead in it to get it to weight. If there were no rules, 340s, no problem, probably 330s. I don't know how fast they would go. It's an awesome tire, and when you can get it applied and accelerate it, you can accelerate it harder than nearly anything I've ever seen. So I would say we'll be in the 340s in a year. Even at legal rules, I think it's coming. I think in 12 to 18 months we'll see 340s. I hope I don't have to eat those words. Okay, we got multiple requests for the Keep Calm and EAD apparel. Robbie Lowry, Eastern Atlantic Dynamics, is coming on board. We are going to offer some coffee mugs and stuff like I have, maybe some posters like what I have in my shop. So keep an eye on StevieFast.com. And we'll have that stuff coming pretty soon. Excited to bring you all the Eastern Atlantic Dynamics coffee mugs. David Norris, that shop is cleaner than my house. Was that an AR sitting on the shelf? Got a heart on it. Thank you. We really strive to keep that place clean. It's a laboratory, basically, for us. The cleaner and more organized you start, the cleaner and more organized you'll finish. So it's a priority on our team. Nearly the first part of every day to clean the shop. We got back to the racetrack from an event this weekend. First thing we did this morning, sweep the shop, clean the shop, dust the shop, wipe it all off, and then unload the stuff. Can't always keep it like that. It gets messy, especially race week when we're thrashing, but we try to keep it clean as we can. And yes, that was an AR sitting on the shelf. I'm never normally not 5 or 6 feet from something fun to play with. Flat Pup, Stevie, what's the RPM range of that motor? Do you run methanol? And can you give us a rundown on the new car? What's different that you can speak on? It runs from, it idles about 2,000 RPMs. We run it to 11.4. Power range, 8,000 to 10.8 is where we kind of like to keep it. That's when it really kind of makes bacon, as we say. Does run on methanol. MSD magneto, points box, coil on board, regular spark plug wires and stuff. We don't have any of that fancy stuff yet. The new car, all the stuff that make it great, I can't talk about because all my competitors will be watching this and they'll be calling up Rick Jones trying to figure out what we got. There's a bunch of common sense approaches that we took when we built this thing. Everything from tubing diameter in different spots that's different, engine placement, headers, shocks, struts, torque converter, drivetrain. We took a fresh approach. We didn't use anything that we really had before. We kind of forgot that we knew anything about Pro Mod racing and kind of tried to reinvent ourselves. If you're around something too often, if you see it too often, you get stuck in a box and you can't get out of it. So every once in a while, I just try to push it all off to the side and just start over and say, okay, we're gonna take a fresh approach like we've never lined this thing up. And approach it from there. And a lot of times you'll find some pretty great stuff when you do that. Yushan Chen, HEMI or big block Chevrolet? HEMI, baby. It's a Chevrolet, got a Chrysler engine in that thing. It's a 521 cubic inch Brad Anderson HEMI. The Squirrel Chronicles, aka Rescues. Who do you think has had the biggest influence on your success? Professionally speaking, if I had to pick one person that has had the most influence on drag racing success, it 100% has to be Phil Schuler. Phil believed in me before anybody even knew who I was. He taught me how to download a race pack. I remember the first time we downloaded a race pack, I was like, this is dumb. And now, if your car doesn't have a race pack on it, don't call me about working on it, because I'm going to make you buy a V300 before we take it to the racetrack. The behind-the-scenes experience, the behind the scenes phone calls and pushing me in the right direction, telling me I'm stupid when I'm stupid. It's a bad thing when you get too many people surrounding you telling you that you're right all the time. Phil's the first person to slap me in line when I get out, and I get out a lot. So I would definitely have to say Phil Schuler in drag racing for sure.